Hi, welcome everyone. My name is Colleen Johnson. I am Marketing Director for Steadfast. With me today, I have Ed Dreyer, our Senior Technology Strategist, also with Steadfast. We're here today to talk about how the virtual data center helps minimize concerns of downtime. So one of the reasons why we're bringing this to you today is we've had a lot of communication with customers, partners, prospects about a lot of performance issues going on right now with this new reality of remote work and taking it outside of the building and off premise. So there's a lot of challenges it seems to be out there, and we thought this was a great time to introduce virtual data center to everybody as an option for scalability and to be agile in an environment like this. And we wanted to answer these questions for everybody, not just a few people. So without further ado, I want to introduce Ed Dreyer. Ed, can you tell us a little bit about yourself before we get started today?
Hi, I'm Ed Dreyer, the Senior Technology Strategist here at Steadfast. I bring 23 years of technology experience to every solution that I try to provide. A little bit more about me. Prior to coming to Steadfast, I spent 7 years as the Director of Information Services for a large Chicago nonprofit. Prior to that, I spent 5 years in an information security position at one of the world's largest law firms. That allows me to bring both the massive budget of an enterprise way of thinking, along with getting things done in a shoestring budget to every solution I provide.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much, Ed. So let's get started with our questions and we'll jump right into it, okay?
Great.
All right. Okay, Ed, so one of the questions that we hear commonly right now, especially when we start talking about the virtual data center, is how is that environment designed to provide redundant availability?
The Steadfast Virtual Data Center is built with redundancy as one of its core principles. Every component of the network and all the hardware is completely redundant in an N+2 configuration. There are multiple levels of redundancy at the gateway level, the operational level, and the compute cluster level. If any given component fails, there's automatically another system ready to pick up the slack right away and keep the system operational.
The virtual data center sounds like that because of all of the backup and everything that goes into this virtual environment, the worry or the concern for downtime is either greatly reduced or totally removed.
No system's completely infallible. Technology has its failures all the time. However, this environment was built to be redundant and highly available in almost any of the worst situations possible. So this can actually help you sleep better at night, knowing that no matter what the scenario that occurs, your system is going to be able to stay up and running with the best possibility.
So if part of the environment does fail, what would happen?
In the event that one of the components of the virtual data center fails, as we said before, there's a lot of redundancy built into it. There's another system ready to step up and immediately take its place. This is the same architecture design as you'd see in RAID arrays or other multi-compute clusters where system operation is kept up and running while older broken components can be pulled out and easily replaced. And once the system has been replaced, the architecture of the system allows that component to be reinserted back into the network with no downtime.
Should backup, or is backup, a part of the service for a virtual data center environment?
First of all, I'd recommend that any system that anybody built would have backup. That being said, the Steadfast Virtual Data Center is built with backup in mind. We leverage Veeam Enterprise technology in this environment, which allows our customers to leverage both file level and system image level backups of the entire environment. Meaning if a single file goes missing or you need to restore an entire system from a system state, you have the availability and ability to do that. This is especially important when you're talking in a virtualized environment where you need to stand up machines in a sandbox or dev or test environment just to keep them out of the way without risking your production space. You can do all of this and more with the backup solution that we've provided with the virtualized data center.
Okay, this is great. One of the next questions that we often hear, Ed, is people are concerned about if they're too small or too big of a business to take on virtual data centers. So what company size does virtual data center fit?
The Steadfast Virtual Data Center has customers with 2 or 3 servers or as many as 80 or 90 servers on it right now. It's built to handle both large customers and small customers. The real question that an organization has to ask is, are you ready for the cloud? If the answer to that question is yes, then we have something that fits your needs. If the answer to that question is, I don't know, then you should get in touch with us and I'll help you assess your readiness to move into the cloud. One way or the other, Steadfast has got some sort of solution in some way, shape, or form that's going to be able to help you enhance your business and strengthen your focus.
That's perfect, Ed. So my last question that we hear a lot from our customers and from our partners is, what kind of control can they expect to have with the virtual data center?
Steadfast is a company full of engineers and geeks, and we build our systems to cater to those types of people. If you're an organization that has a deep IT team that wants to have specific control over the virtual machines, virtual networking, and virtual firewalls, you have that level of access by default. If you're an organization that doesn't have a deep IT team and you want us to just handle it, we're more than capable of doing that for you as part of our service costs. That being said, usually we recommend that as people are getting their feet wet in virtualized technology, they accept the help of engineers and steadfast techs to get everything set up and working and getting everything migrated onto their environment.
Okay, Ed, I think that's a valuable point that you bring up, is that, when you're with Steadfast, you don't have to worry about being on your own throughout this setup. There's opportunities with other companies possibly where beyond the sale, you have to have the IT engineers to set everything up for you. Tell us a little bit more about how our IT engineers, our geeks, I love our geeks, how our geeks can help and our techs can help make sure that it's seamless. You don't have to worry about it.
Steadfast built its business on customer support and taking care of their customers and engineering a good solution. So what we want to do from the first moment we work with you is put an engineer and a technician on the ground to figure out what your needs actually are and build around those needs. And then, because we've helped you architect a solution from the first moment, you're going to have fewer problems. And when you have problems, when they do occur, like they do for everybody, we're going to be in the best position to help you solve them. Also, we've never had a situation at Steadfast where we've built a solution for a customer and then never been there to back it up. Our number one job is customer service and keeping your business working. So we focus on that pretty heavily, and we make sure that no tech gets left behind.
Okay, well, thank you very much for your time today, Ed. This has been fantastic, and I'm hoping that what we've covered here will help a lot of different people either figure out a new strategy, improve their current strategy, find a new way to solve problems for the future. Because I think as technology grows and as we keep going, we need to be as scalable as we can, whether it's up or down. And to be able to do that with a virtual data center is minutes versus days, or messing with equipment or applications. I mean, there's so many, I think, things that can go wrong when you're outside of a virtual environment, that this really does save the time. It saves the money. It saves sanity. It can do a whole bunch of different things for customers. So I want to thank you again. Is there anything else you want to add before we let everybody go today?
First of all, thanks for having me today. I really enjoyed speaking with you. I'd like for everybody to remember that sometimes technology can be a little bit daunting and fear-inducing. It's my job specifically to make it more comfortable and accessible and to solve problems. Technology exists to make our lives easier and make our businesses more efficient. So, thinking about that, if you have questions or need help from a technology expert, give us a call.
Thank you so much, Ed. Thank you for all the information you presented to us today. And yes, please email us, call us, get in touch with us. We have all of our contact information available for you in this video. Our reps are ready anytime to talk. And, I think that this is great information for anyone who's on the edge on what's happening currently with their performance issues, with bandwidth, with reliability, scalability, being able to, just shift quickly depending on what's going on in the world today. I mean, we've seen that, now we're living it. So I think this is great information, and I really hope it helped many people out today. So I want to thank everybody. Thank you, Ed. And we'll talk to you soon. We will have another video coming out on virtual data center. So stay tuned for that. And it might be Ed, it might be our COO, James. We may mix it up a little bit with some of our tech geeks and some of our lovables over here at Steadfast. So thank you again.